I have only reaction.
Well, no action here either.
No. Nobody's got any action. That seems a little bit loud, but that's okay. Welcome back to hashtag just saying. So, different shirt today.
Yay!
I seem ridiculously loud. That's a little bit, well, that's weird in my ear now. Okay.
Should we whore out now and get it over with?
Whore it out now? I guess we can. For the audio folks, I don't know why I'm pointing.
Audio folks?
You can...
Can you see me pointing?
You can see me point at you if you check out the YouTube feed. We do show live without a safety net at all. Usually around between 5 and 6 Eastern Standard Time on the YouTube. And if you can't catch it live, you can catch it on a rerun. Like Memorex. Like those old VHS tapes that you find in your basement. And you're like, what's on this? Could be somebody's wedding. Could be pornography.
Yay, porn!
Could be A-Team episodes. We'll never know. Because nobody has a VCR anymore.
I bet the fool don't watch the show.
I know it. I like how Bumble Lion's in frame. Yeah. For the...
I'm your mascot.
I know. For the video folks, you can listen to the entire show on iTunes, SoundCloud, Stitcher. We're a little bit off. That's okay. Yeah. Google Play.
Be that.
Spotify.
For us and spot us.
Anchor.
Drop your rank and listen.
Audible.
Oh, we hear you, baby. You hear us?
I have an Audible account. We are free to listen to on Audible. You do not need an Audible account, but I happen to have one. And I was like, they keep taking money from me, and I haven't bought an audiobook in a while.
They rob you like YouTube robs us?
I know. YouTube keep... So I realized, I haven't bought an audiobook in a while, and I have built up credits. And I'm like, man, I wish I could turn in the credits for the money they took from me. For the credit, And I get my money back, and you can have your credit back. Yeah. Are you still there? I can't really hear you.
I'm here.
Oh, there you go. So I don't know. It's one of those that I think they count on you to forget about it. Mm-hmm. They're like, oh, you won't remember. It's like when you sign up for something, and they're like, it's a free trial. But give us your credit card information.
After 30 to 60 days.
Yeah.
Depending on the trial.
Yeah. And the trial's ended, and then you're like, wait!
Yeah, usually if I take advantage of it, I'll sign up.
Yeah.
I'll get what I want to get during the free trial, and within a day or two, or at least I'll wait until I get the item.
Yeah.
Then I'll cancel it. Because I know I'm going to forget. Then my card will be charged. I'm like, what the hell is this?
Oh, yeah. Then you get jacked, and it's like, no!
You're all furious and hot-headed.
Furious! I am furious with you. Urgh. So, I had to go to the store this week. Apparently I don't do enough. But I had to go to the store this week, and, you ever get, I have a hair or something. I touched Bumble Lion, and now I have something on my face.
I think mine's usually from my cat.
Yeah. I got a fluffy. So that sounds disgusting.
That sounds like a good time.
It sounds perverted without being perverted,
I like it.
I'm sure you would. So I had to go to the store the other day, and I was horrified because they actually had Halloween candy.
Yay!
This was Monday.
Yay!
And Monday was literally August 2nd.
Yay!
And I'm like, what the fresh hell is this? Already with believe me, I'm
not jumping the Christmas yet.
Well, I would rather see the Halloween candy than the stocking stuffers, but
and the stockings and the hats.
Yeah, because that stuff comes soon enough.
Yeah.
But I was like seems a bit early for the Halloween junk.
No, not necessarily.
You don't think so? I feel like it's a bit early because what should be happening, right? Is they should be doing like the back to school stuff.
Oh, they are.
And yeah.
Oh yeah.
That probably stops
Walmart's been doing that since school got out. Probably.
I was gonna say like they probably started like June.
Right after the kids got out and went, yay!
Yeah.
Walmart's already smacking their signs up. Back to school.
Yeah, well, get them back to school. It's where they should be. Sean's like, yep.
Yep.
Well, I mean, I don't know. I just, because I was sitting there and I'm like...
It's not fair. They're out having fun and we're stuck in work.
What the hell was that? Jesus. So, yeah. So I'm like, oh, I think they should probably be focused more on the back to school stuff than the Halloween candy. And to be fair, they had only 2 Halloween candy things out. Would you like to guess what one of them was?
Reese's peanut butter or something.
Yes. It was the Reese Pumpkins. That's right, I said pumpkin.
Sometimes they do like a bat shaped or...
Well...
It's in a bag that says like boo or Reese's
Boo.
peanut butter boo, and it's got like bats and pumpkin mix or one or the other.
You know what I hate is when they sell you the candy mix, and it's like 1 or 2 good ones, and then you get like, oh, what the fuck is that? Nestle Crunch?
Mm-hmm.
And they usually sneak, which, by the way, Jay loves Nestle's Crunch.
I used to.
What's the one that nobody likes? Nestle Dark. I've never met anybody who eats the Nestle Dark, the little miniatures. But they...
Fun size?
Yeah.
That's not fun.
It's this big.
One bite
How is that
and
fun?
done.
One and done.
Yeah.
That ain't fun. It's sick. I was sitting, I'm like, that's not... Because they do the bags of candy, and so you get like the multiple things. And I mean, the variety is great, but usually you get 1 or 2 in there that you're like, oh, I'm going to give those away first.
Mm-hmm.
Make sure the kids get the mounds, not the Almond Joys. You keep the Almond Joy for yourself. Give away those mound bars.
Mm-hmm.
Nobody likes those. Remember, it's like, I know we're all on Halloween. You like mounds?
No.
Oh, I thought you raised your hand. I was gonna say what?
No.
Jesus. Oh, so the other candy that they had the Reese Pumpkins. And one side of the display was the regular pumpkin, and the other side of the display was a dark pumpkin. I don't like dark chocolate. Oh.
They say it's healthier for you, but...
Oh, I got a gentle reminder from a viewer that Count Chocula will be back soon.
Hey!
I may still have a box from last year.
I do.
It's definitely not good, but I've probably got one from last year.
I gotta check the date.
I buy it with such optimism. I'm like, I'm gonna eat this whole thing.
Well, it also doesn't taste the same like some other cereals.
Yeah.
Like the recipe is different now. I don't know.
I think they do that just so they can put out a new.
Of course.
I know. Just so they can put out a retro box and say original taste.
Bull.
Fucking Honey Grams did that. They're like, ooh, original tasting Honey Grams. Why didn't you just stay with how it tasted before? Why'd you need to change it?
Pepsi put out Crystal Pepsi again like a year or 2 ago. And
yeah.
That didn't taste the same.
No, it didn't.
They did it with Ecto Cooler. That don't taste the same.
There's probably some chemical that they used to put in it that's forbidden now.
Probably.
So they're like, we can't put the arsenic directly in it now. So now it's just gonna taste all jacked up.
Just do it and don't label it on the box.
I know it.
A mystery ingredient.
The other candy that they had, and I might be alone on this hill. I'm pretty sure I am.
Don't roll down.
I know. Was candy corn.
Ooh, I still love candy corn.
You know, I cannot tell you the last time I bought candy corn.
Many moon pies ago?
Many moon pies ago. And I look at it with such, I don't know.
Disgust.
You know what? It is goddamn disgust. It is exactly disgust. I look at it and go, oh. And then at the same time I go, maybe I wouldn't hate it as much. But I feel like if I ate it, I would. And then they try to trick you into buying candy corn by like, ooh, this is caramel candy corn. Like they try to like put out all these funky flavors. Caramel apple candy corn.
Doesn't work on me. I just get the original.
Sean's like, nope.
I just want the original.
Yeah. It is the Jeff of candies. Yes, it is. Candy corn is the Jeff of candies. Indeed. It sucks. It's disgusting. I'm sorry, Sean. It's just my own taste buds.
We all have our own likes.
We do. I'm sure there's something I enjoy that you'd be like, oh, you've crossed lines. Yeah. And I you know, every year they come back with candy corn is the most optimistic thing. It's like maybe people will buy us this year. Like they keep coming back for more. Like no.
Well, you know what else is bound to come, right?
What?
We're gonna put pumpkin spice in everything.
Oh Christ.
Everything.
Oh.
God, that's annoying.
It really is. And you know what frightens me is every year, right when you think like, all right, there's nothing else they can pumpkin spice, right? Nothing else, right? And I don't know if this is a European thing. So to the people who listen outside the country, for some reason in the fall, Americans go ape shit over anything that's pumpkin spice.
Yep.
I don't know why.
Well, not me.
No, I don't either. I run away screaming from things that are pumpkin spice. And it's every year it's something and you go, what?
Why?
I saw pumpkin spice Frosted Flakes.
Yeah.
Pumpkin spice Cheerios. Like they get in all the cereals, right?
I bet they're gonna do it with like Fruity Pebbles or...
I saw pumpkin spice Rice Krispies. Like a year or so ago. I'm not kidding.
I'm sure it's coming back.
Pumpkin spice. What's the little Frosted Mini Wheats? Pumpkin spice Frosted Mini Wheats. I went, you know, Frosted Mini Wheats is just teetering on edible. Like now you've like it's just barely an edible cereal, and now you've taken and just made it completely horrible. What the Frosted Mini Wheats?
Yeah.
Here's the thing with Frosted Mini Wheats, right? Once you pour the milk,
yeah.
you have a very limited time before it. You know those toys that you could buy, and you could get them in like the candy machines sometimes. You put in a quarter and turn the thing, and boom, you get a little egg, and it's got a little prize in it.
Yay!
You get those little things, and they're like a little sponge, and you add water, and it's supposed to grow overnight. Frosted Mini Wheats does that in seconds. Like the second it hit the milk, hits it, it goes, poof, and it's the size of your bowl, and then it all falls apart, and it's like a paste, and it's disgusting.
Well, for me, it's like trying to chew one of those. I feel like I'm chewing on twigs.
Since we're on cereal, I have to say that one of the worst cereals is Grape Nuts. I'm sorry.
I tried that once.
This is my hill. This is my hill.
I'm chewing pebbles.
I hate Grape Nuts. And they have done a Grape Nut flake. Like, what do you call that? Like cornflakes, but with Grape Nuts. Which my husband bought and is like, well, this isn't that bad. Because it's in flake form. Right? And I'm like, no. Because it's the thing about Grape Nuts is the opposite of the Frosted Mini Wheat problem. Right? Is it takes a year and a half for milk to penetrate a grape nut. Right? And then once it is, you could spackle your driveway with it. Because it's disgusting. I know. Many people love Grape Nuts. Many people do not. That's just how life is. Yeah, I saw. So we get back on the.
Nuts in your mouth? You don't like nuts in your mouth.
Sometimes you feel like a nut. And so pumpkin spice has penetrated Pop-Tarts. There's a Pop-Tart, pumpkin spice Pop-Tart. Yeah. Yep. I don't think I need to explain Pop-Tarts. Those are pretty. I think Pop-Tarts are worldwide. I'll go. Yeah, they've been around. I I just it's everywhere. It's disgusting. Pumpkin spice coffee, I think, is the thing that people mostly lose their shit about, and
the Dunkies and
yeah, like the Dunkin' Donuts, pumpkin spice. And then usually they'll have some kind of pumpkin spice or apple spice donut to try to complement it.
Yep.
Yeah. Every fall. I love fall, but I don't love the pumpkin spice phenomenon.
This will probably all come out in October, November area, or be out before November.
I'm willing to say September.
Maybe.
The pumpkin spice mess. It'll start to, if it hasn't already, because I haven't seen much of anything. Yeah. Oh, somebody. I was gonna say somebody. It's Kelly. Kelly loves your Prince shirt. She enjoys the Prince. Sean is wearing his Purple Rain shirt, which is, you don't see many.
Let's give her a little wiggle.
You don't see many Under the Cherry Bridge or whatever that other movie he did. What's that?
That's freaking terrible. That was terrible.
Yeah, it is the Jeff of Flavors, I tell you. What's that? Is Under the Cherry Moon? Wasn't that the movie? The other Prince movie he did?
He did 3.
He did 3?
Yeah.
Oh.
I want to think with the one that you just said might have been the sequel to Purple Rain, which was freaking horrible.
Ooh, yeah.
Like you feel like you're watching like a school play. It is terrible.
And then all the parents are sitting there going, "My kid's already performed. Can I go?"
Yes.
My kid's already done it. Oh, I got a yes. Yes. I think it's Under the Cherry Moon.
Thank you.
Yeah, it wasn't. Was Raspberry Beret in that movie, or was that Hi Daisy? Or was that just a song he did on an album? Because I was gonna say, the only reason I'm saying it is because that song's a banger. I like that song.
That's a good one.
It's a good song. I'm not gonna lie. It's a good song. You know what? Why don't you just make yourself comfortable?
Nope.
I really hate when she does that.
So I made my appearance. I'll be back later for an encore.
You know what? She has a thing about shut doors. She doesn't like shut doors. My God. This past weekend, the weekend that has passed us all, Jay and I took a road trip up to Fort Ticonderoga.
Nice.
Which is in like the Adirondack region of New York. Oh, and by the way, I saw so many awesome abandoned buildings. I was like, but I was trying to get to the fort, and I was gonna film it. And then we got there like an hour before they were closing, and I went, I'm not gonna. Granted, there was like nobody there, so it would have been a good time to film it.
That would have been great.
But I felt like I wouldn't be able to do it justice with the hour that I had. So I said, well, let's just walk around and we'll check it out. And, you know, maybe we'll come back at some point. And Jay's like, all right. And we had brought Daisy because it's like a 4-hour ride, right? So I said 4 and 4, that's 8. You know, she'd be in the house by herself for at least 9 to 10 hours. So we brought her, and I said, while we walk around, since she has a cone, we have to make her wear a cone because she's gnawing on her own body. And here she comes again. She heard me talking shit about her. Talk shit.
Nice.
So she has a cone, and I bought some stuff to spray where she's been gnawing, but I need the spot to heal before I can put the stuff on because it's gonna sting, I think. So I'm just waiting for her to, you know, heal up, and then I'm gonna. Anyway, doesn't matter. So I said, since we're gonna be walking around and she's not gonna be just like laying there, I said when we get there, when we walk around the fort, because the dog can go in, I said let's take the cone off, and it'll be a fun day for her. You know, Daisy's big day out, no cone. It'd be great.
Movie. Daisy's Day
I
Out.
know, Daisy's day out. I make fun of her all the time when I'm trying to get out the house and trying to get her to potty and come back in. I'm like, it's not Daisy's day out. You come back in. I gotta go. So we were walking around and people were stopping. What kind of dog is that? The barking kind. She's beautiful. Oh, she knows. Like, and she was like posing. You know, people would walk by. Can we pet her? Try your luck. You may come back with less fingers than you went in, but surely it will be an enjoyable experience for everyone.
Mom, I saw this nice dog.
I know. She was cute.
She loved me.
Yeah. Yeah. So
See you in a few minutes.
I brought with me. We brought these little dog mess bags for
Poop bags.
Yes, we brought little poop bags, right?
Poop.
And it's the kind, they have a little cardboard thing, and there's a little wire thing, and the bag attaches to it. So once you scoop the poop in, you kind of press down on it, and it closes up the bag. So you don't have to smell poop, right? It's great. Well, I brought a handful of them, and we left the car, and started walking, and she, you know, was like, thank God. She pooped almost right away. So I'm like,
Thanks.
So now, because I had a handful, but to walk around I only brought a couple with me, right? So she poops almost right away, so now I'm down to one bag, right? So, oh no, I had two. Alright, so I had three with me. She already used one, I have two left. I'm like, I'm not going to need these.
You're mad.
Yeah, I can't. So I'm like, I'm not going to need these. Jay went to go to the bathroom, so I went into the fort. And I'm kind of standing around with Daisy, and I go to, like, take a photo, because there are these, you know, Revolutionary War guys, you know, playing the fife and the drum, and I'm like, woo, band! So, do Freebird! You guys know Sunshine of Your Love? Dun, dun, dun. So, I was like taking a photo, and then all of a sudden I turn around and Daisy is in prime pooping position, and she is pooping. And she does this little, it's so adorable because she's kind of chubby, so she does this little
waddle.
She poops and then does a little waddle, and then poops and then does a little waddle. So I'm like, oh, stop being adorable. So I had to clean that up.
It's a good thing we don't have to do that.
Yeah, so I cleaned that up, and now I'm down. And then I had to walk back to throw the bag away. Now I'm down to one bag. So Jay finally comes back, and we're walking around the fort a little bit, and I could tell, because she has this, again, she does this little shift when she's about to poop. So I'm like, oh no. And Jay goes, what's the matter? And I said, she's doing her poop walk. And he goes, okay. And I said, I have one bag left. I said, after this poop, we're out. I said, if she poops again, somebody's got to run back to the car. It ain't going to be me. So he goes, all right. So she pooped, and then we cleaned it up, and then he goes, well, maybe I'll just walk around and not close the bag so we can use it again. I'm like, ew. Then you walk around with the poop. I'm not walking around with the poop. But it was kind of fun. We nearly got lost on the way back because we were so far up, the GPS was like, you're on your own.
I thought Alexa would take you the long way to places.
Oh, God. And you know what? I tried, because there's this thing you do, you can look at different routes. No matter what route I took, it was going to be like 4+ hours. Right? I was like, ugh.
This way would save you 2 minutes. This way would save you 3.
Oh, man. I saw so many, like, abandoned things. I'm like, oh my God. I said, I could do like a year's worth of videos in one day.
Oh, that sounds awesome.
Just creeping up here like, ooh, look at this. You guys, look at this. And then, but, you know, there's always that thing. It's like, is that abandoned or just dilapidated? Because there's a house not that far from me, and I drive by it, and I go, is that abandoned, or does somebody live there and just not give a shit? Because it's tough to tell sometimes. Is that just dilapidated in a shitty house, or is that abandoned? Like somebody just gave up the ghost? They were like, fuck it. All right, Mildred, I'm just going to put fucking wood over this window, and we are done. This divorce is happening. I'm out.
No more sunlight.
Yeah. No more sun for you. No more sun for you. Jesus. So, I was watching this comedy thing the other night, and I had I had it on. It was a YouTube video. This comedian put up his entire concert on YouTube, so I was watching it, and I was laughing my ass off. And Jay was on the other side of the house, dubbing tape, and he comes in and he goes, "Someone's having a time." And I said, "Well, what's that supposed to mean?" And he goes, "You sound like you're having a time." He said, may I ask what you're doing out here? All by yourself? Some of the voices, they're funny.
On the TV or in your head?
Yeah, I know. Yeah. I said, no, it's this guy. And here's the thing, right? It's Jimmy Carr, if anybody wants to know. He's very funny, but also very dirty. And I think he's funny. And my work has been shit this week, so I've been watching Jimmy Carr things and just laughing my ass off. And so I was watching some the other night, and Jay knows who he is because Jimmy Carr also has a show called 8 out of 10 Cats.
Yeah.
And it's basically like a poll show, but it's very funny. It's kind of like a game show, but not quite, because nobody really wins. You don't win anything. You're just like, you guys probably won. And so Jay thinks he looks funny.
He thinks he looks funny?
He thinks Jimmy Carr looks funny.
Oh.
So he goes...
What do you mean? Jay thought himself looked funny.
So he goes... He looks at I had paused it, so he looks at the TV and he goes, "Oh, you're watching that funny-looking guy."
Yeah.
I said, "Yeah, I am. The funny-looking guy's funny." He does this thing that I have never heard anybody... Like, in the middle of his stand-up, he'll stop and go, "All right, who wants to heckle?" And he plays this game with the audience where it's like, "Heckle me." Just so he can, like, be mean. And he's like, "Yeah, well, so's your mom." Like, I mean, you can't, like, get into it because he'll get really dirty. But it's so funny. And I said, I've never seen a comedian want to be heckled before. But he'll literally stop and go, "Give me your best shot." Right? And it was so funny. This one I was watching today. This guy, he was like, "All right, it's heckle time. Who wants to give it?" And then a guy off to the back goes, "Yo, when's the fucking show start?" And he goes, "Okay." And he said, "For you, it starts now." And he said, "What's your favorite color?" And the guy goes, "Blue." So he said, "All right." So he walks over to his little desk, and he had one of those things that we used to make in school. Do you remember those little triangle things? Like you put your thing in it, you put your hands in it, and you go 1, 2, 3, 4.
Oh yeah.
1, 2. So he goes, "Blue, huh? BLU." And then he's like, he's like, "Pick a number," and the guy chooses something. And he's like, "Okay," and then he peels it back, and he goes, and he roasts them, which is, it was very dirty, so I'm not gonna say it, but it was very funny. And I was like, I haven't seen one of those in years.
That thing?
Yeah, that thing. And I was like, I didn't know that. I mean, I guess that reveals my ignorance. Like, I assumed that was like an American school kid thing. I guess it's all kid thing.
I didn't know they'd still do it.
Oh, well, he did it. I don't know.
They probably don't do it now.
I don't know.
There's probably some virtual thing on the damn.
I know. It's probably an app for that now. You
Yeah.
just go boop.
And
There you go.
These little hands on the phone will do that for you.
Oh my
Let me
goodness.
touch that one.
Yeah. BLU is blue.
That's no fun. Make it yourself.
Yeah. Yeah.
Damn kids and your iPhones. You miss the old days. No iPhones.
I don't understand why little kids need an iPhone.
They don't.
Everybody they know is right there.
They'll have one. Well, they'll probably give them one just to get them out of mom and dad's hair. And in some occasions, it's for like emergency contacts.
No.
And here's a few games.
Mm-hmm.
Here's some music. Enjoy it.
You know what I hate? When my landline phone rings. I hate that.
And they never leave you a message.
You know, they don't leave. You know what? They don't leave me a message. One. And number two, I always think it's bad news. I'm sitting there going, someone's calling the house phone? That's not good.
Well, they used to always call here like a 5-ish. Either while we used to like eat before the show or during the show.
All that's changed, Sean. I pay bills now.
Not collectors?
No. I haven't had a bill collector call. I don't know. Well, you know, once you stop paying one bill, then all the calls stop. So I saw that on a Simpsons episode. Marge was like, "Oh, and the phone bill." He goes, "Yeah," and then they stopped calling. Matter of fact, everybody stopped calling. But yeah, I was thinking that the other day. I'm like, I really hate when my landline phone rings because I freeze. Who is it? And why? You know, I always expect it's bad news.
Just remember, everybody that's close to you, they'll call your cell phone.
I feel like they wouldn't. You know, I don't know if my mom would be more likely to call my house phone or my cell phone.
Tell her right now. She watches us now?
She watches us occasionally. Oh, here we go. Hang on.
Hurry.
I know. Yeah. It does scare me when it rings. I don't like it. I think it's bad news. I always. Oh. And you know what I hate? Is when I'm serious. When it rings after 8 o'clock.
Yeah,
I get so crazy when my landline phone rings and it's like 9 o'clock. Shit! Somebody's dead.
Yeah.
I always think something bad has happened.
That's what you think after 8 or 9, yeah.
Oh, God.
After like 5, 6 o'clock, like, no.
Ooh, and early in the morning? Nope. That's bad news. Early in the morning. Nope. No thanks. I always listen because I'm like, alright, let's check out this message. I need you to call me back. Immediately! Oh.
No.
No! Philosophical question. Do you return the grocery cart when you're done?
Inside or outside?
To the little carriage corral? Which is a fun thing to say, isn't it? I'm off in the carriage corral.
If I'm parked next to it, yes.
No.
If I'm not, no.
Oh. Ooh.
They got people to come out and get it.
Ooh, I can't believe you admitted that. That is gangsta. For me, it depends on how bad my back is hurting.
And here's Daisy. Hi.
Kelly said not always.
Good girl.
I mean, it like I said, it depends on how bad my back hurts. If I'm having an alright moment with my back, I might bring it back to the little corral. Jay is obsessed with bringing it back.
Hey.
You know what? I'm leaving it open because I'm pretty sure Jay's not here. They are bugs here. I see.
The way I see it, they got people out there fetching carriages. So I'll leave it out here for you.
Yeah, and you know what? The person outside very rarely wants to go back inside because they're just gonna have to go do something else. But Jay is obsessed with the carriage corral. He has to return the carriage back to the carriage corral.
See, what you want to do is you want to leave it out for them. Kind of take your time leaving so you can watch them come get it. Then you can either play or think about the song. He works hard for the money. Make him work.
Ah.
What?
Buggies. Buggies, not carriages. Apparently they're called buggies.
Down there.
Apparently so.
No carriages up here.
I'm learning about
Shopping cart.
I'm learning about cultural differences. Hooray.
Here, if you say buggies, they're gonna think you got like flies or mosquitoes or something flying around.
Chicks and ducks and geese better scurry. It's from something. Never mind.
Sounds a little familiar.
Yeah, it's from a film. So, yeah, I usually Jay will do it because he's obsessed with that. So, have at it. I say, have at it. You know. It's nothing I need to do. I see. Looking up my thing. Because I looked up. Oh, hang on. Yes, that's true.
What?
Thank you. I knew you would get. My sister got the movie that was from.
You are good. She hasn't even told me yet what it is. And she's gotten all the quotes I've done so far. Keep it up. I'm gonna have her send you a prize.
Ah, candy cigarettes.
I'll include a pack of those. Let's take 2 boxes. Like 2
There
big
you go.
boxes of them.
Then you can sit outside the doctor's office and pretend to smoke like the nurses. Be like, stupid patients. Oh, Christ. Oh, I think that's a laugh emoji. Yeah, I just looked up like random questions. So that was the grocery cart thing was one of those random questions. So yeah, I mean it's just oh dear.
Really?
Let me tell you something.
Heart on his butt or something.
That's right. A little heart bum.
It's almost like a tattoo.
He had a wild weekend.
You got branded.
He had a bit of a wild weekend, did Bumbleline? Yeah. Didn't make it out unscathed.
Nope. Still looks like he's sticking his tongue out.
Good. He's blepping you. Blep. So, you know, I ordered. Oh, let me tell you this story.
Put a pin in that. I got this one to tell you.
No, well, this one kind of goes along with this.
Your mom hates the pins.
No, it's not that she hates the pins. It's that she hates it when I don't. She hates jumping around to stories. So I can't start a story and then go over here and tell you something else, and then jump back. So I can't do the back and forth. She's like, I can't keep up. It's madness. So I've tried. So there's this British show that I like called League of Gentlemen, and I'm pointing because I have a big record box set back there.
I'm still waiting for the second one so I can copy those on the CD for you.
Excuse
I know
me.
you don't want to open that yet.
I was gonna open it, but I wanted to like. I go back and forth about opening it. I really do, and
Do what I would do. Just keep every now and then. Just keep checking for another one that's already open.
it took me over a year to find that one. Over a year, and you know, I was like, and I had a huge dilemma about buying it.
Is it eating at you that you're dying to listen to it though?
No.
Oh.
No, because the records inside are audio from the episodes. So, I mean, I could really just put on an episode and hear the whole thing.
I thought it was something different.
Well, there is a record on there that's it's a never-ending single, which...
Oh, it's gotta end something.
No, it doesn't. It's a never-ending single.
Was it play this way, that way? This
No,
way, that way?
basically what it is... Oh, Jay, where's Jay when I need him?
The lie.
So the needle goes into the groove, and it just the way in which that it's done, it just keeps going around and around and around.
The same spot of the record?
No, it'll go to the end and then like work its way back. It's like double grooved or something somehow. He could probably tell you the whole thing, but it never ends. It's a never ending single.
So you're gonna hear the Diablo version on the way back?
No, there's no, but there's because it's a never ending single. There's also nothing on the other side. So it's a one-sided single.
I
That's
hated
right.
those cassettes.
I wouldn't mind them if they put like at least
An
you know
instrumental
an
or a
instrumental
remix.
or something back there. Yeah.
Or a remix.
Or radio version.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Some singles of those that I got didn't even have shit on there.
You don't got shit. So anyway, okay. I was gonna say I really shouldn't tell this story because
You're tripping on your thoughts again.
it doesn't paint me in a very pro light.
Is it an audio story then?
No, well, no, it's fine. So this guy in this group, because I'm in the League of Gentlemen, a couple of fan pages, and this guy posted he had a bunch of memorabilia, and he goes, before I dump this on eBay, is anybody interested in this stuff? And he had something that I had been looking for. Yeah, and he had something I was kind of looking for, not obsessively, but I was like, oh, it'd be nice if I was able to find one of those. It's a tour program. And it's signed. So I said, I private messaged him and I said, do you still have the tour program, the signed tour program? And he goes, how much you thinking? Which leads me to believe he already had an offer, and I'm just like, it's
Maybe you can top this off.
Yeah, it's to the highest bidder at this point. So I mean, I'm doing some quick Google cash conversion because it's British pounds. And so I said, well, how about this? And he goes, yeah, that's good. And I said, just so you know, I'm in America, and I do realize that, there's a shipping thing. I said, so we'll factor in the shipping separate and blah, blah, blah. And he was like, yeah. He goes, I'd want to send it in a hard pack because I don't want it to get ruined. And I'm like, I don't want it to get ruined either. So we're on the same page there. So, he goes, so I'm sitting there and I'm thinking, how am I going to pay this guy? Right? Because it's...
Is it a PayPal?
Well, I said, how and which do we work out a payment? Because this is problematic at best. So he goes, well, do you have this app or this app? And I said, I've never heard of those apps. And I said, I have PayPal. Do you want to do a PayPal thing? And he goes, I don't really have PayPal. He goes, do you do Zoom?
But everybody has PayPal now.
Well, here's the thing. Zoom, after a quick Google search, is actually a PayPal company. So I was like, okay, you can sign in using PayPal. It uses all your information. You don't have to enter in anything. So I said, okay, I'll do the Zoom thing because it's affiliated with PayPal, so it's pretty safe. All this other stuff, right? So what occurred next was me downloading an app, and I will spare you the details of this. Was me downloading an app and then spending time trying to figure out how to work the app, and then try to figure out how to work a transfer, because he was having me transfer money to his bank account. Right? And he's giving me all this information. And I'm talking to Jay while I'm doing it, and I'm like, I have no idea how to do this. And he goes, I've never done it with that before. And I said, yeah. And I said, this guy, I was sitting there thinking, well, there is a chance that I will be ripped off, right? I hope not. But I was kind of like, not laughing, but I was sitting there shaking my head. I said, this guy gave me everything. I got his address. I got his bank account number. The routing number for the bank account. His
very trusting.
A phone number. I don't know if the phone number is actually his phone number. Because I said, I was doing screenshots because I was having troubles. I never set anything up like this before. So I said, so am I supposed to enter in your information here? And I sent the screenshot, and he goes, I think so. So he just gave me he gave me his address, all this other shit. So I'm like, wow, man, you're pretty trusting. Mm-hmm. And then I told Jay, I said, if he rips me off, I have his bank account number.
Rip him off back.
I said, I could literally take my money back. And then I felt very bad. I mean, a lot of people in the UK, they've been in lockdown for over a year. And last month, they just finally opened up. And some people are getting back to work, and a lot of people aren't.
Is anybody from the UK contacting you about your questions? For your
I haven't really.
plans?
No, I haven't really reached out. I do reach out in this community because it's like because it has to do with that. The reason I'm going over there. So people are like, oh, do this, and my thing is I want to know where to stay away from. Like in Massachusetts, like I was telling Jay, I'm like, in Massachusetts, I know where not to go. I said, I'd like to know where not to go elsewhere, right? So anyway, I completed this transaction, and the guy's like, I'm going to the, he's like, I'm going to try to get to the post today. And then I was like, you know what, buddy, it's probably closed. I said, send it out first thing. I mean, I'm not in a huge hurry for it. And he's like, all right, cool.
You know what time you're talking to him right now?
It was between 3 and 4 hour time, and they're 5 hours ahead.
Yeah, that'd be like 8.
Yeah, so I'm like, I don't think you're gonna make it, bud.
Unless they have 24 hours. Post office out there.
I honestly, I don't think so. I don't think so. So I'm gonna wait a couple of days, and I'm gonna message this guy and be like, it's on its way, right? Don't make me
come over there.
Don't make me come over there. I was literally like, and I got to a point where it was like I couldn't proceed unless I had a phone number, so I had to write this guy again. And I was like, I need a phone number, bud. And he goes, oh yeah, here, you just take this one. And I typed it in, and I was like, he could have just given me the pizza place down the street. I wouldn't even know.
Well, now you got the number for when you go there.
I know.
Now you know where to order pizza from.
So the ending of that story was me sitting there, like, he was telling me his whole life. And he's like, I really didn't want to sell this stuff because I love League of Gentlemen, and that's the show. And he goes, but he's apparently fallen on some hard times. He's like, you're really helping me out, blah, blah, blah. And I'm like, okay. So I was...
help you out, but give it to you.
Well, I was telling Jay, I'm like, you know what? I said, if he rips me off, I was like, it sounds like he really needed the money.
We could say that.
What?
We understand the situation over there, but still, in general, we could say that too.
Oh, I don't want to be ripped off.
No, they really helping me out, or...
Oh, well. I don't know. And then he's like, you can ask these people in the group, they'll vouch for me. And I'm like, I'm not really going to do my due diligence on this.
It's like up here, when you're driving around and you see someone at an intersection, homeless, please help, but they don't look like they're homeless.
Oh, I hate that. I saw somebody like that this weekend. They were just standing in an intersection with a cardboard sign.
Meanwhile, they're like BMWs parked behind the store a half a block away.
Don't trip over my Beamer. Yeah. So, I guess that's about it. We went pretty long, but that was kind of a long story.
Too late.
Long story short, I know. Oh, we have a surprise, but you're gonna have to listen to the audio for that. So
Kelly's probably like, damn you!
I know. Kelly's. Well, she could text me. What is it? So thank you very much. We will see you next time. Sean's got something to tell you. Tell him, Sean.
Have a good everything. And the quote this time is, give me a keg of beer. And these. What's that one?
I can't reach.
Joe was there.
I know. It's not working. There it is. Did that work? I don't think it worked. Try it again.